Well, good morning and welcome to the Breakfast News on Rajya Sabha television. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor and here are this morning's headlines. 7 Amarnath pilgrims killed and 19 injured after militants attacked their bus in Anantnag. Prime Minister says India won't be cowed down. Chief Minister says every Kashmiri's head hangs in shame. Opposition parties to meet in attempt to field a common candidate for vice presidential election. Meeting to be chaired by Sonia Gandhi. 17 parties likely to attend. Assam flood situation turns critical. 7 more die, taking the death toll to 33. 20 districts hit, over 12.5 lakh people affected. Nawaz Sharif government rejects JIT report on Panamagate as a trash. Vows to challenge a report recommending corruption case against Prime Minister in the Supreme Court. And stunning reversals at the Wimbledon. Angelique Kerber and Rafael Nadal ousted. Federer, Murray, Halep and Williams advance. The stage has been set for the election to the post of a vice president. However, both the government and the opposition are yet to announce their candidates for the post. Opposition parties are scheduled to meet today to discuss the issue.
The process to elect the 13th Vice President started with the Election Commission issuing the notification on 4th of July. But even a week after that, neither the ruling NDA nor the opposition has so far announced their candidates. Opposition leaders will meet on 11th of July to discuss their candidate. While the numbers favour the ruling alliance, political analysts believe the real challenge for the opposition will be to keep its flock together in the electoral battle, especially with uncertainty over the JDU.
So now it is job of the opposition, mainly to the, I would say the protagonist is the Congress party. They should keep their flocks together. They are getting indication that perhaps the JDU, which has supported presidential candidate of the NDA, might support an opposition candidate. So it is not clear, still it is uncertain.
Polling, if required, will take place on August 5th, while counting will also take place the same evening. Unlike the presidential polls where MPs and MLAs elect the president, the vice president is elected by only the members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha through a secret ballot. Nominated members also vote to elect the president. Election of the vice president comprises 790 members of the Electoral College, of whom 233 elected and 12 nominated members belong to Rajya Sabha, while 543 elected and 2 members are from Lok Sabha. A candidate needs 20 electors as proposers and 20 more as seconders for his nomination. The Election Commission has made all preparations for this important election.
The nomination papers can be filed up to 3 p.m. on 18th of July, and thereafter on 19th in the morning at 11 o'clock, the scrutiny of the nomination papers will take place. And those whose nomination papers which are found valid after the scrutiny, those candidates, they can withdraw their names from the fray till 21st of July by 3 p.m. And if there are more than one candidate left after that, then there will be election.
The term of present Vice President Mohammad Hamid Ansari, who has held the post for 2 terms in a row, will end on 10th of August. Vishal Dahiya, Rajya Sabha TV.
On to some other news, Bihar Chief Minister and JDU Chief Nitish Kumar will hold a meeting of party leaders in Patna today. Now, the meeting is expected to give clues on the fate of the alliance with the RJD. Kumar is expected to share his first comments on the criminal charges against RJD Chief Lalu Yadav and his family. The meeting was originally scheduled for district presidents and party spokespersons, but later he invited all the legislators to hear their on the ongoing political situation in the state. Remember, JDU is under pressure from the opposition parties amid the CBI raids at RJD Chief's house. Meanwhile, the Bihar's Deputy Chief Minister Tejasvi Yadav will not resign despite his name appearing in the CBI FIR in the Land for Hotel case. The decision was taken by the RJD after the leaders met in Patna on Monday. After the meeting, Lalu also met each leader individually. However, the BJP has said that the law is taking its own course.
The Rashtriya Janata Dal has said there was no question of Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Tejasvi Prasad Yadav's resignation. The question of his resignation arose after his name appeared in the CBI FIR in the Land of Tel case.
तेजस्वी की चुनाव पर क्या चर्चा होगी? वो तो है ही है, तो फिर चर्चा क्या होना है? कोई डिप्टी सीएम के इस्तीफे को लेकर भी कोई चर्चा हुई? इस्तीफा क्यों? कोई इस्तीफा की चर्चा नहीं हुई.
Chief Minister Nitish Kumar is also reported to have called up the RJD chief Sunday night. However, it is not known yet what the two spoke about. What is noteworthy though is that neither Nitish Kumar nor the JDU has commented on Friday's CBI raids in connection with the corruption case allegedly involving the RJD chief, his wife Rabri Devi and son Tejasvi.
अगर कोई सरकार किसी संस्था का दुरुपयोग करे और दुरुपयोग करके किसी पे आरोप लगाए तो वो आरोप प्रमाणित नहीं होता है.
सीबीआई गलत है, ईडी गलत है, आईटी गलत है.
अब जो सही है वो समय पे आपको पता चले.
The BJP, which is demanding the resignation of Tejasvi Yadav, however, refutes RJD allegations of misusing government agencies, saying the law will take its own course.
जो कानून है वो अपना काम कर रहा है. ये इशू करप्शन से जुड़ा हुआ है, कोई बहुत बड़े स्वतंत्रता संग्राम की क्रांति से जुड़ा हुआ नहीं है. इसलिए जो है वो जिस तरह से लालू प्रसाद यादव जी इस पूरे के पूरे करप्शन को क्रांति बनाकर प्रोजेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, उससे उनको कोई फायदा होने वाला नहीं है.
Lalu Prasad Yadav, Rabri Devi, Tejasvi Prasad Yadav and his minister brother Tej Pratap Yadav were all present in the meeting along with legislators and other senior leaders of the party. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And now on to the situation in Darjeeling. An all-party meeting of the Darjeeling Hill parties will be held today. No incident of any fresh violence has been reported so far. Now, protest marches were carried out on Monday by the pro-Gorkha Janmukti Morcha supporters who are demanding a separate state of Gorkhaland. And today is the 27th day of the strike in the hill town. The centre on Monday discussed the prevailing situation in the Hill district with the West Bengal Police and Central Paramilitary Forces. At a meeting held in Delhi, senior officials of the Home Ministry, West Bengal Police and Central Paramilitary Forces reviewed the steps taken to restore normalcy there. One more column of the army has been deployed in the hill town following the violence on Saturday, where pro-Gorkhaland agitators burned down a police station and assaulted 4 police personnel. Supporters of various political parties in the hill held rallies across the district demanding Gorkhaland.
Gorkhaland is only the ultimate demand of Gorkha peoples of hills. Not only the hills, it is the people of the whole India also, because all India, there are plenty of Gorkha peoples over there.
Until and unless we don't get Gorkhaland, the indefinite strike and the agitation will go on, will continue.
Meanwhile, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee once again accused the centre of hatching a conspiracy against the state and refusing to cooperate with it on any issue. She alleged that the centre had opened the international border and let criminals enter the state. She further said that despite the state's request and court order, the centre was yet to send CRPF in Darjeeling.
Non-cooperation always from Delhi. Non-cooperation pachi. আজকে দার্জিলিং এর জন্য কোর্টের অর্ডার থাকা সত্ত্বেও এখনো পর্যন্ত পুলিশ দেয়া হয়নি সিআরপিএফ। মনে রাখবেন, রাজ্য সরকারও ইলেক্টেড বাই দ্য পিপল, সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট ইজ অলসো ইলেক্টেড বাই দ্য পিপল। বাট কেন রাজ্য সরকারের বিরুদ্ধে কেন্দ্রীয় সরকার চক্রান্ত করবে? জবাব চাই, জবাব দিতে হবে।
Darjeeling and nearby areas are reeling under violence since 8th of June after protests over the West Bengal government reportedly deciding to impose Bengali in schools across the state. The strike has derailed normal life with supplies of food and essentials severely affected and internet services suspended indefinitely. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. News from the northeast of the country. And the ruling government in Nagaland is facing uncertainty after former Chief Minister T.R. Zillian staked claim to form a new government there. Now, Nagaland Chief Minister and ruling Naga People's Front's President Shurozoli Lizitsu sacked 4 cabinet ministers and 10 parliamentary secretaries as well. Zeliang, meanwhile, is in the national capital and is likely to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Rajnath Singh today to appraise them of the political situation in the state. Chief Minister Lizitsu, however, said that he is confident that the political crisis would soon end. He is expected to file his nomination today to contest the by-election to the Northern Angami 1 Assembly seat to enable him to become a member of the 60-member Assembly.
The NPF government in crisis for the third time in 2 years, with former Chief Minister T.R. Zeliang staking claim to form the government in Nagaland. Zeliang claimed that 41 of the 59 MLAs in the Assembly supported him. They included many ruling party MLAs who reportedly rebelled against current Chief Minister Shurozoli Lizitsu.
The way there is a political crisis in Nagaland, opponent group claim that they have a majority, but there are ruling of Supreme Court in S.R. Bhumai case that every government should give a chance to prove majority on the floor of House. The responsibility of the governor is that he must give the time. If they lose the majority on the floor of House, then alternate government can be made.
L. Zeliang wrote to Governor P.B. Acharya on Sunday claiming that on the 4th of June, a meeting of the legislature party of the NPF was held. At this meeting, 34 party MLAs of the total 47 urged him to stake claim to form a new government. Further, he said that 7 independents also confirmed their support to him, taking the tally to 41. Chief Minister Lizitsu, on the other hand, is not yet a member of the Assembly. Zeliang requested the governor to invite him to form a new Naga People's Front-led DAN government in Nagaland at the earliest. The 34 NPF MLAs who are supporting Zeliang are camping at a resort in Kaziranga in Assam. Lizitsu, who is the NPF president, is gearing up for the July 29th by-election from the Northern Angami 1 Assembly seat vacated by his son. He became Chief Minister on the 22nd of February after Zeliang quit over statewide protests against the holding of elections to urban local bodies with 33% reservation for women. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Big story from Jammu and Kashmir, where 7 Amarnath pilgrims were killed and 21 others were injured in a terrorist attack on the bus carrying them in Anantnag on Monday night. The security has been stepped up in the state following the attack, but the annual Yatra would continue.
A bus carrying Amarnath pilgrims was attacked near Khanabal in Anantnag when it was on its way from Srinagar to Jammu at 8:20 p.m. on Monday. 7 pilgrims, including 6 women, were killed, 19 others injured.
गोलीबार हुआ, हम लोग सो रहे थे और दोनों बाजू से गोलीबार हुआ। कितने आदमी थे वो हमको मालूम नहीं है।
तो आप कहाँ जा रहे थे?
हम लोग कतरा जा रहे थे।
कहाँ से आ रहे थे?
श्रीनगर के। हाँ, हम अमरनाथ दर्शन करने के लिए गए थे।
5 of those killed were from Gujarat and 2 from Maharashtra. The victims had performed the yatra 2 days ago and had moved to Srinagar.
कोई शाम का टाइम था तो मिलिटेंटों ने फायरिंग की है पुलिस पार्टी पे। उसके बाद दूसरा अटैक भी हुआ। ये बस श्रीनगर से आ रही थी जिसमें हमारे यात्री लोग थे और इसमें जो है 7 की डेथ हो गई है और 14 लोग जख्मी हो गए हैं। यहाँ हमने इस हॉस्टल में 15 लोगों को लाया था, 16 लोगों को लाया था, जिसमें से हमने 4 को रेफर श्रीनगर किया है।
The terrorists first attacked a bulletproof bunker of the police at Botango. There were no injuries in this attack. Thereafter, they fired on a police picket near Khanabal. When the police retaliated, the militants fled, firing indiscriminately, in which the bus carrying the yatris got it. PTI is quoting police and government sources as saying the bus driver had violated rules for the pilgrimage, as no yatra vehicle is allowed on the highway after 7 p.m, as security cover is withdrawn after that.
गुजरात गवर्नमेंट ने भी सतत सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, जम्मू कश्मीर गवर्नमेंट, मिलिट्री के लोगों के साथ संपर्क बनाए रखा है। एयरफोर्स के स्पेशल विमान में कल शहीदों के मृतदेह को ले आएंगे हम यहाँ, और जो इंजर्ड हुए हैं उसको श्रीनगर की हॉस्पिटल में वो पहुंच गए हैं, सारवार मिल रही है, अच्छी से अच्छी सारवार मिले उसका भी इंतजाम वहां किया गया है।
Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti visited the injured in hospital in Anantnag. She said the head of every Kashmiri hangs in shame.
आज का जो वाकया हुआ है इससे हम सब कश्मीरियों के लोगों के सर शर्म से झुक गए। ये लोग यहाँ यात्रा के लिए आते हैं, तमाम मुश्किलात के बावजूद ये लोग आते हैं और आज 7 लोग इसमें जान बहक हो गए। मैं समझती हूँ कि इससे बड़ा सानिया कोई हो नहीं सकता। मेरे पास अल्फाज नहीं इसको कंडेम करने के लिए और मैं उम्मीद करती हूँ हमारे सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस और पुलिस के लोग जो भी इसमें मुलव्वस होंगे उनको जल्द से जल्द पकड़ के उनको कड़ी से कड़ी सजा देंगे और तब तक वो चैन से नहीं बैठेंगे।
Prime Minister Modi is closely monitoring the situation. Reacting to the attack on Twitter, he said, "Pain beyond words on the dastardly attack on peaceful Amarnath Yatris in J&K. The attack deserves strongest condemnation from everyone. India will never get bogged down by such cowardly acts and the evil designs of hate." Defence Minister Arunachal termed the attack the most reprehensible act. He added that this incident should add to our determination to eliminate terrorism. Home Minister Rajnath Singh spoke to Governor N.N. Bohra and Chief Minister Mufti and sought details of the attack. He directed state officials to ensure foolproof security in future.
It's an act of terror. This is an attempt to defame Kashmiris. This is an attempt to defame the local पॉपुलेशन ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर और कम्युनल राइट्स करना चाहते हैं, हिंदू मुस्लिम करना चाहते हैं। इन्होंने 2 साल में कोशिशें की यहाँ हर चीज़ पे सियासत हो, हर चीज़ पे इन्होंने मुद्दे उठाने की, लेकिन बार बार हालात ठीक रहते तो आज आपको लगता है कि आज मिलिटेंसी के फ्रस्ट्रेशन में इन्होंने किया है। ये मतलब क्लियर इट्स एन एक्ट ऑफ टेरर। आप सिविलियंस को या सिक्योरिटी फोर्स को अंधेरे में हमला करते हैं, ये कौन सा जहाद है, कौन सी मिलिटेंसी है, कौन सी बहादुरी है, कोई भी शख्स कर सकता है। और आप 7 लोगों को जो यहाँ पर यात्रा के लिए टूरिज्म के लिए आते हैं उन पर अटैक करते हैं, तो ये लोग चाहते क्या है, इसका जो मकसद है वो क्लियर हो रहा है। और ये कोई इस्लाम को रिप्रेजेंट नहीं करते, ये लोग किसी कश्मीर या इस्लाम के ठेकेदार नहीं है।
जिस तरह से अमरनाथ यात्रियों पर हमला हुआ है मिलिटेंटों के, आतंकवादियों के द्वारा, इसकी जितनी भी निंदा की जाए कम है। और पूरे जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों को और पूरे देश के लोगों को इसकी निंदा करनी चाहिए।
Congress President Sonia Gandhi and Vice President Rahul Gandhi expressed sorrow over the attack. In a series of tweets, Sonia Gandhi asked for investigation into lapses in security for the yatra. Rahul Gandhi said that it is a grave and unacceptable security lapse and the Prime Minister needs to accept responsibility. He further added, India won't be intimidated by these attacks. Security has been enhanced at the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway in Udhampur following the terror attack. The last time the Amarnath Yatra was targeted was in 2001 when 13 people were killed. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And on Breakfast News, time for a very short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay with us.
The sacred relics of Buddha were unearthed in Piprava in Uttar Pradesh. Buddhist monks from all over the world visit the National Museum to pay their respects. These charred bone fragments of Buddha are housed in the gold canopy gifted by the royal family of Thailand.
Thanks for staying with us. Now, the flood situation in Assam turned critical with the 7 people losing their lives in the day yesterday. Over 12.55 lakh people across the 20 districts in the state have been hit by the floods. With this, the total number of people losing their lives in this year's flood-related cases has now gone up to 33. Now, according to a report by the Assam State Disaster Management Authority, 7 people were killed in various flood-related incidents in Golpara, Golaghat, Jorhat and Lakhimpur districts. The authority said that 2,053 villages are underwater at present and more than 1.05 lakh hectares of crop areas have been damaged. In Guwahati as well, waterlogging and landslide incidents have been reported, but there are no casualties, thankfully.
Due to the incessant rain and this continuous rainfall, this road has been totally formation slide, and the only 2 meters left. And this also heavy cracks are developed on the existing bituminous surface.
Meanwhile, incessant rains for the past 3 days have triggered landslides and flash floods in various parts of Arunachal Pradesh as well, while landslides in Manipur have severely affected transport links to the landlocked state, with the buses and goods and fuel carriers stranded on the national highways. Now, major rivers in Arunachal Pradesh are flowing above the danger level, with the surface communication disrupted at many places along the NH 415 that links the state with Assam. A 3-year-old child was washed away near police colony last evening and her body was later fished out. Meanwhile, in Manipur, a landslide stretching for 200 meters along NH 37 cut off the transport link among the Manipur state capital Assam and Nagaland. Now, cars, passenger buses and hundreds of goods and fuel carriers were stranded on the national highway in Senapati district. On to some other news now. China on Monday once again urged India to pull back its troops from the Dokala area near Sikkim border, saying that it was a precondition for any talks to take place between the two countries. Now, Chinese Foreign Ministry said that illegal trespassing by the Indian troops was destroying peace and stability in the India-China boundary. Beijing, however, said that diplomatic channels between the two countries were still open, but genuine efforts were required from New Delhi to improve the situation. China also said that no bilateral meeting had taken place between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping at the G20 summit, despite the two leaders meeting quarterly at the event. Meanwhile, Chinese embassy in New Delhi said that the long-standing economic and cultural ties between the two nations will not be affected by the border standoff.
我们一再强调，我们要求印方立即将边防部队撤回到 中印边界印方一侧，这是双方开展任何有实质意义的接触和对话的前提和基础。双方的外交渠道确实是畅通的，但是我们希望印方能够切实的拿出实际行动，做出实际努力。
Now, the Pakistan government has rejected a report by a pro panel on the Panamagate case. And the panel has recommended that a corruption case should be filed against Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif and his family. The government has vowed to challenge the report in the apex court. The Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's daughter issued a statement on the behalf of her party, PMLN. She said that the report will not only be contested but decimated in the top court. She further added that not a single money from the public exchequer was involved in the case. The 6-member pro panel was set up in May this year by the Supreme Court with a mandate to probe the Sharif family for allegedly failing to provide the trail of money used to buy properties in London in the 1990s. And Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi has formally declared victory over Islamic State in Mosul. Abadi waved a national flag with the troops after announcing the collapse of the terrorist state of falsehood. He made the declaration of victory at the operations room of the counter-terrorism service, whose elite forces were the first to enter Mosul in November last year. Earlier, clashes were reported in a small part of Old City, where a few dozen Islamic State militants were holding out. IS militants overran Mosul in June 2014 before seizing control of large parts of northern and western Iraq. Meanwhile, India's External Affairs Ministry said that Iraqi authorities have assured of all cooperation in locating 39 Indian nationals reportedly in captivity in Mosul. The Union Minister of State for External Affairs, V.K. Singh, has already left for Erbil in Iraq. The ministry termed the liberation of Mosul from Islamic State as an important milestone in a global war on terror.
وبتضحيات العراقيين وجهودهم ودمائهم استطعنا والحمد لله أن نحقق اليوم هذا الانتصار على هذه الدويلة اللئيمة القاتلة وإلى مزبلة التاريخ.
विदेश मंत्रालय ने एक फैसला किया है कि अब जबकि मोसुल को आज़ाद डिक्लेयर कर दिया गया है, हम वहाँ पर जाएं और जाकर जो हमारे 39 भारतीय फंसे हैं, जो 39 भारतीय जिनको कैदी बना लिया गया था तकरीबन 2 साल पहले, उनको खोज कर सकुशल भारत लेकर आएं। मेरी कोशिश रहेगी कि एरबिल और बगदाद दोनों जगह पर जो भी खबर मिल जाए उसके आधार पर अपने लोगों को खोजूं और उनको सकुशल लेकर आऊँ।
सुषमा स्वराज जी विदेश मंत्री ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ 10-12 ਵਾਰੀ ਮਿਲ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਆ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਅਨੁਸ਼ਾਸਨ ਸੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਤੋਂ ਮਹੀਨਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਬਸ ਥੋੜਾ ਕੀ ਇਲਾਕਾ ਰਹਿ ਜੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਬਜ਼ੇ 'ਚ ਜਿੱਦਣ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ हम अपने पंजाबियों को वहाँ से निकाल के ले आएंगे।
5 साल पहले गए थे इराक में, तो अभी 3 साल हो गए उनको आतंकवादियों ने किडनैप कर लिया था, जो पहले लड़ाई शुरू हुई थी इराक में, तो अभी 3 साल हो गए उनको। सरकार ने वादा किया था कि जब भी मसूल शहर के जो लड़ाई ख़त्म होगी तो सारे जो भी 39 है भारतीय उनको निकाल लिया जाएगा। ठीक है, तो अभी सभी का लड़ाई जो कि क्लियर हो गई है अभी, तो ये हम ही भारत सरकार को यही दरख्वास्त करते हैं कि जो भी 39 भारतीय हैं उनको सुरक्षित वहाँ से निकाला जाए।
And in sports, Maniac Monday lived up to its name at the Wimbledon as women's top seed Angelique Kerber and men's French Open winner Rafael Nadal were ousted from the tournament. In the men's singles, 15 times Grand Slam champion Nadal lost to 16 seed Gilles Muller in an epic 5-set thriller. 4th seed Nadal fought back from 2 sets down before Muller took a 5th match point to win 6-3, 6-4, 3-6, 4-6, 15-13 in 4 hours and 47 minutes. Muller will now play Croatia's 7th seed Marin Cilic in the last 8. The Croatian defeated Spaniard Roberto Bautista to reach the quarter-final. Meanwhile, defending champion and top seed Andy Murray saw off Frenchman Benoit Paire 7-6, 6-4, 6-4, and he will next take on American 24th seed Sam Querrey. Federer, on the other hand, eased past Bulgarian 13th seed Grigor Dimitrov 6-4, 6-2, 6-4. The 3rd seed Swiss will next face Canadian Milos Raonic, who defeated German Alexander Zverev in 5 sets. Meanwhile, Novak Djokovic's match against unseeded French Adrien Merien was postponed until Tuesday. Meanwhile, women's draw also witnessed a shock as world number 1 Angelique Kerber was beaten by Spaniards Garbiñe Muguruza in the 4th round. Kerber lost an enthralling match 6-4, 4-6, 4-6 and will now lose top ranking as a result. In the other matches, world number 2 Simona Halep, Venus Williams and Johanna Konta all advanced to the quarter-finals. Meanwhile, for India, it was a disappointing day as Sana Mirza and her Belgian partner Kirsten Flipkens lost their women's doubles last 16 match. In the mixed doubles, India's Purav Sharan and his Japanese partner Eri Hozumi also lost their second round match in the mixed doubles category. That's it from me and my team in this edition of News. Thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.